So, want to start with just a hello. I know you think most people know who you are in the bullpen. They do, but we have a lot of new visitors. Please tell us about your background and how you got to this role in life.
Yeah, I joined JP Morgan about 3 years ago on their life science team after many years in the VC life science community. And I run their middle market group here in the Twin Cities. And I've known Christian for almost 30 years now. Kind of scary that it's been that long. But it is quick anecdote on the bullpen. I actually ran into somebody a week ago, and I didn't tell you this, Christian, yesterday when we talked. And I told him what I did, and he said, "Oh, you got to get involved in the bullpen. It's great for early stage life science companies." And he had no idea that I was already involved at the bullpen. So, what we're doing and what we're accomplishing is already ahead of its curve, which is pretty awesome.
Well, thanks, Phil. And Phil, for those of you who don't know, is co-founder of the Bullpen. I said I had this idea. Going to JPM is very hard. It would be good for us to get together and prepare for JPM in advance. And he thought that was a great idea. So JPM has been a sponsor, and Phil personally has done a lot to build the Bullpen. So thanks for that story. That's funny. Phil, tell us about what part of the life sciences, I guess, spectrum you focus more on maybe than others, and what's happening with the deal flow that you're seeing.
Yeah, thanks, Christian. As you can imagine, being in the Twin Cities, which I call the Silicon Valley of medical devices, I focus primarily on medical devices. And in that world, you're seeing a lot of activity right now, which is good in the manufacturing side of it. In fact, I had a call early this morning with a possible M&A activity in that world here in the Twin Cities. So, knock on wood, I think any activity is good activity, and it leads to more activity. As far as the medical device community, I think you're starting to see really good momentum take place, and I know we're all anxious to see more of the fundraising occur, but I think you're going to start seeing it really start to flow in Q3, Q4, once the public markets and the M&A activities start taking shape. And like I've always said, Christian, good management teams and good companies are going to get funded and succeed.
Can you talk a little bit about the macro dynamics, the environment that needs to kind of shape up before that money flows? Just what do you keep your eye on over at JP Morgan?
Yeah, it's kind of back to what I said earlier. What we're keeping an eye on is really good management teams, and you're seeing a lot of, especially in the medical devices, you're seeing a lot of really cool devices in the brain space. We're seeing a lot of platform plays in the medical device, whether it's with AI or software as a service, where it's creating revenue that in the past medical devices really you didn't see. So you're starting to see that. And that's where these VCs, these institutional investors, are starting to look and say, okay, I can do this, and it's going to create a pretty good multiple than what I'm used to. Quite honestly, the devices that are struggling are the ones that are saying, hey, we're 10% more effective than the previous device. Not saying that that's bad. It's just those are the ones that are struggling out there in the fundraising environment.
Well, awesome, Phil. Thanks so much for supporting what we're doing here. And then I would say for the rest of the market, for the rest of the attendees here, Phil is on our website underneath the member section. You can reach out to him. Phil is a super connector. We need to move on, but I mean, his ask is always, hey, help somebody. I mean, he's been very, very encouraging. He does it, sits on a few boards as well, including Colorado Biosciences Association. So take his lead, help each other. Thanks so much, Phil.
Absolutely. Thank you.